Mistakes hurt, but love heals. Episode 1. The Day You Left. The suitcase slammed shut. He stood there, frozen, watching her zip up the last piece of their years together. Her eyes avoided his, cold, empty, without hesitation. There. Toddler clung to her leg, tiny hands clutching her skirt, voice trembling. "Mommy, where are you going?" She didn't answer. She just turned to the door. He stepped forward, his hands shaking. "Don't do this. Not like this." But she didn't even flinch. Their son cried louder, chasing her all the way to the gate. The baby's cries pierced the morning light like broken glass. "Mommy, don't go." But she still walked. He knelt on the cold floor, holding his son, close. His tears soaked the boy's hair. The house echoed with silence. No goodbyes, no excuses. Just the click of high heels down the stairs, leaving behind a broken man and a child who didn't understand how love could be so easily taken away. A few weeks ago, everything had been different. She would dance barefoot in the kitchen, humming lullabies under her breath as she stirred the soup. He sat at the kitchen table, sipping coffee, watching her as if she were reciting poetry. The boy giggled under the table, tossing breadcrumbs to imaginary birds, while the scent of lavender wafted from the laundry room. They didn't need flashy gestures. Just the way he adjusted the covers around her shoulders at night, or the way she kissed his forehead when he pretended to sleep. That was love. Quiet, gentle, constant. He remembered the way her hands lingered on his chest for a second after. Each hug, the way their eyes met across the room like magnets, and the way her voice turned to a whisper against his neck when the night grew heavy with desire. Vinti. There were nights when she rested her head on his chest while he read aloud from his favorite books. She used to say his voice soothed her turmoil. He never said much, but the way he touched her, slow, deliberate, spoke more than words could. Their love had burned slowly, like a candle. Soft moans behind closed doors, fingertips tracing verses on bare skin, breaths in rhythm like a silent oath. They weren't perfect, but in those intimate moments, they were everything. Yet somewhere between the bedtime stories and the bills, between the kisses and the plates, something cracked, something unspoken that grew louder than all the whispers of "I love you." It started with silence, too long, too often, with eyes that didn't meet in the middle, with touches that seemed practiced, not real. That morning, she didn't kiss him goodbye. She didn't even look back as she left for work. He stood at the door, longer than usual, waiting for something, anything. But the wind was the only thing that came back. That night, they argued. Not with screams, but with cold shoulders and empty sighs, and when she finally spoke, her voice was distant. "I don't feel like I belong here anymore." His heart broke, but he said nothing, just like that. The love that had warmed every corner of their home began to flicker, and deep inside, he knew something was slowly missing.